Hi friends, so we're wearing our hats today. This is my little baby. He's gonna be our little student. He gets to do this for science for his class, but we thought we'd share it with you guys. So your parents can know how we made Play-Doh in our class, because this was a super fun Play-Doh experiment that we did. So we made this Play-Doh, and the cool thing about this Play-Doh is it smells really good because it can be whatever fragrance you want it to be just by the conditioner you add. So the supplies that you'll need for this are cornstarch. So I just have cornstarch, and then I just got like a less expensive brand of conditioner because these ones work the best. And this one is Cherry Blossom, so it actually smells like cherry. It smells so good. We love the smell of this. So we're gonna get started. So you're gonna need 1 cup of cornstarch and 1/2 cup of conditioner. So you just wanna make sure your cornstarch goes towards the bottom of the bowl before you dump it so it doesn't go poof all over you, because you can tell we already made a batch and we are covered in it. Then you add your 1/2 cup of conditioner. Kind of beat it on the side of there to get all of that out. And then we're just gonna mix this with our hands. You can mix with a spoon if you want to, and then kind of go in with your hands. I use a glass bowl just because this is conditioner and it gets really greasy, so I use a glass bowl to do this. Make sure you ask your mom before you get out her dishes and do this with her bowls. So we're gonna mix that together. And it takes a little while to kind of mix it in. You'll start to see if it's going to become a Play-Doh, or if you need to add a little bit more conditioner, or if you need to add a little bit more Play-Doh. But usually when I do that, cup of cornstarch to 1/2 cup of conditioner, it's usually the perfect mix. So we're just going to mix that up really good. And that looks like it's going to need a little bit more. So let's make sure we get the rest of it out of there. And it doesn't take very much. You just want to make sure you kind of clean out that cup, measuring cup that you have. And sometimes that's just the perfect moisture that it needs to finish it off. She's recording here, buddy. Oh, that's cool. And made his into a heart. Do you think you could pick that up without ruining it to show him what you made yours into? I guess not. We'll have to take a picture and put it on there. Okay, so you can tell that's all pretty good mixed up. And you can tell it's pretty dry still, and it's kind of flaking. So I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more conditioner. You don't wanna do it very much. You just wanna do a little bit at a time. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Like with this conditioner, usually just even a teaspoon goes pretty far. So I mix that up really good. Okay, that looks like it's getting perfect. Okay, so then after we have it all mixed up and we're ready to go, then we're gonna add some color into ours. Yay. So my daughter wanted to do 2 different colors, so she asked me if I would separate this and do 2 different colors. So you just wanna take some of it out of the bowl and put it to the side. And I found that it doesn't really matter what kind of food coloring you use. She wants pink, so to make pink, you just don't use as much food coloring. You just kind of do a little bit of the red, and it kind of makes your pink color. And then you just mix it up. If you were worried about it dyeing your hands, you can get gloves on for this part. You can tell he went to go get gloves on because he wants to mix up the blue one. So you just mix it in really, really good. I take mine out and put it on my counter. And if it gets a little bit of dye on your counter, if you just put a little bit of straight Clorox bleach on it and just let it set for a second and then rinse it off, it comes right off. Usually the dye doesn't come out, though. It usually stays, usually it stays pretty good into the Play-Doh. Okay, so you're gonna mix that up, and it might take you a little bit of time. This one is like a frosting dye, so it's kind of more of a gel instead of a liquid, so this one takes a little bit longer to mix in. And then the cool thing about this is cleanup is super easy with this because it will pick up everything off your counter. It just kind of cleans it all up as you're doing it. So there's kind of our pink one. Now Talon wanted to do the blue one. Okay. Just gonna mix that up. And like I said, the liquid one doesn't take quite as long to mix in as what the gel one does. While he's doing that, let's see if I can get his heart up. So there's his beautiful heart that he made out of his Play-Doh. So it's really fun. You can make lots of things with it. The cool thing about this Play-Doh also is your hands feel super nice after you get done with it. It's got that nice conditioner, so it keeps your hands nice and soft while you're playing with the Play-Doh. And once again, it smells so good. Just because it smells good doesn't mean it tastes good. So don't try it, but you can smell it. It smells delicious. Okay, so we're gonna kind of clean out the bowl. So I just take that piece of Play-Doh to kind of scrape everything out of the bowl. And then we put it together. And then you're just gonna knead it kind of like you would bread. Just kind of knead it back and forth. And if you like your Play-Doh to be a little bit softer, you add a little bit more of the conditioner. If you want it to be a little bit drier, just add a little bit more of the cornstarch. So now we have 3 different kinds of Play-Doh. We have our blue one, our yellow one, and our pink one. And you can make something fun with your Play-Doh. Like you can make a heart, or you can make a flower, or you can make something super fun with it. So go ahead and make your Play-Doh at home. Once again, remember, ask your mom if it's okay to do this and have your mom help you. And then once you're done making your Play-Doh, send us pictures. Send us